Friends of my youth, Colonel Wikie, written by Ruskin Bond. And there was old Colonel Wikie living on a small pension in a corner room of the White House Hotel. His wife had left him some years before, presumably because of his drinking, but he claimed to have left her because of her obsession with moving the furniture. It seems she was always shifting things about, changing rooms, throwing out perfectly sound tables and chairs, and replacing them with fancy stuff picked up here and there. If he took a liking to a particular easy chair and showed signs of setting down in it, it would disappear the next day to be replaced by something horribly ugly and uncomfortable. It was a form of mental torture, said Colonel Wikie, confiding in me on the White House veranda. The sitting room was cluttered with all sorts of ornamental junk and flimsy side tables, so that I was constantly falling over the damn things. It was like a minefield, and the mines were never in the same place. You have noticed that I walk with a limp? First World War, I ventured. Wounded at Ypres, or was it Flanders? Nothing of the sort, snorted the colonel. I did get one or two flesh wounds, but they were nothing as compared to the damage inflicted on my bones by those damned shifting tables and chairs. Fell over a coffee table and dislocated my shoulder. Then broke an ankle negotiating a stool that was in the wrong place. Bookshelf fell on me. Tripped on a rolled up carpet. Hit by a curtain rod. Would you have put up with it? No, I had to admit. Had to leave her, of course. She went off to England. Send her an allowance. Half my pension, all spent on furniture. It's a superstition of sorts, I suppose, collecting things. The colonel told me that the final straw was when his favorite spring bed had suddenly been replaced by a bed made up of hard wooden slates. It was sheer torture trying to sleep on it, and he had left his house and moved into the White House Hotel as a permanent guest. Now, he couldn't allow anyone to touch or tidy up anything in his room. There were beer stains on the tablecloth, cobwebs on his family pictures, dust on his books, empty medicine bottles on his dressing table, and mice nesting in his old discarded boots. He had gone to the other extreme and wouldn't have anything changed or moved in his room. I didn't see much of the room because we usually sat out on the veranda waiting upon by one of the hotel bearers who came over with a coffee that I dutifully paid for, the colonel having exhausted his credit. I suppose he was in his late 60s then. He never went anywhere, not even for a walk in the compound. He blamed this inactivity on his gout, but it was really inertia and an unwillingness to leave the precincts of the hotel where he could catch the occasional coffee from a sympathetic guest. I am that age now and not half as active as I used to be, but there are people to live for and tales to tell, and I keep writing. It is important to keep writing. Colonel Vicky had given up on life. I suppose he could have gone off to England, but he would have been more miserable there with no one to buy him a coffee since he was not likely to reciprocate, and the possibility of his wife turning up again to rearrange the furniture. Thank you very much. He blamed this inactivity on his gout, but it was really inertia and an unwillingness to leave the precincts of the hotel. Gout, GOUT, gout means severe attack of pain, especially arthritis. Inertia, INERTIA, inertia means a tendency to do nothing, sit idly. Precincts, PRECINCTS, precincts means an area within the walls or within the boundaries of a particular building. He could cage the occasional coffee from a sympathetic guest. Cage, CADGG, cage means to try to get something from someone else without paying for it. Thank you.